mission 1, mutiny. Still limited to pistols only, grenades are still not in play. This training exercise will involve a number of you being designated as mutineers. Again, each of you will pass through the airlock one at a time so we can verify your loadouts, at which point Sergeant Spectre will hand you a team armband. This armband should be kept hidden and turned on when I blow my whistle. It glows, it takes 3 taps to do so, so that you're not, flashing lights and braining everybody in the vicinity, and turn off is the 4th tap. Keep it hidden on your kit, don't show anybody your colour. Once everybody has passed through the airlock, I will start a timer. When that timer expires, I will blow 1 long blast on my whistle. At that whistle, everybody must freeze in place. You then have 30 seconds to put on your armband. You may not move nor fire your blaster until your team armband is affixed. It must stay on your arm and remain there on its own. You can't be running around and holding it. There is Velcro provided, like so. Once your armband is fixed in place, you can start moving, but you cannot fire your blaster until 30 seconds has passed. I will blow my whistle again to signal the end of the immunity period, at which point, feel free to start shooting each other. Half of you will be wearing red, the other half will be wearing blue. But remember, tags from every source are valid. Friendly fire counts. When you are tagged, you must return to your spawn point. Red team will be at the sofa room at the far end of the arena, which might actually be that way. Blue team will be at the satellite dish just outside the loading bay. When you come back to your spawn point, which Spectre is just about to go and get, there is a counter box. Forgot about this. When you go and respawn, hit the counter, it will count up by 1. Then, head back into the arena. There are no limits to the amount of times you can respawn. This round will last 10 minutes, or until you all run out of ammo. If, however, here's the counter box. It looks like this. When you're tagged out, tap once, and so on, and so on, and so on. Last 10 minutes or until everybody's run out of ammo. If you run out of ammo before the end of the game, you must either re-enter the game as a moving target without a blaster, or you may pay a toll of 5 lives to come back to the safe zone and exit the game. You are basically betting in the time you have left, can I be hit less than 5 times? Scavenging ammunition is not permitted, but trading ammunition between members of the same team is not only allowed, we encourage it. Does anybody have any questions?
Your 30 seconds, put on your armbands. It's going to begin.
Press it again so it's not flash. Press it again so it's not flashing.
Good thing on my TV.
Yeah.
I knew you would be protected. Oh, sorry. Oh, make sure to get someone on the same team.
Right, come on. That way.
Ross, don't let Ross.
Oh, that was your deck. Coming through, coming through.
There you go first, I'll cover.
I didn't go. I got hit in the leg.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
Was the quick enough?
Right. Somebody coming that way. Oh, well done. There we go. Oh, sorry, bud.
I don't mind getting shot when I take one of them out as well. That's right, look, please.
One that way. Woo.
Dead man walking.
Okay, good this way, right. 5. Right. I don't know. Wasn't displaying an armband.
In the doorway.
You got somebody?
In the doorway. Oh, I got me on the legs. Nicely done.
Dead man, dead man, dead man.
Hot stuff going through.
I know. I'll tell you what, I'll take the hit as well. I didn't know if you caught me, but I'll take the hit, okay? I'm calling it equal.
behind.
Clear.
36.
Back up.
Looking from the way back. Hot stuff coming through.
Pull back there.
Cover.
So dead.
Watch it, barrel. Left side. 3 shots.
Nice.
Hot stuff coming
Put sugar.
Hot stuff coming through.
You want to hit as well?
Aye.
I'll take it, then you take it.
What?
30 seconds. 20 seconds.
Are you dead?
Oh, we're doing alright.
Are you dead?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going back out.
No.
And next,
One day.
if you are dead, return to your spawn point. Are you dead?
Yes.
Okay, tiger button, please.
I was about to ask you that question.
If you are dead at end X, return to your spawn point.
I don't know which
It's
one.
not quite a draw, but it isn't, you know, it's close.
So red wins by 2. You remain limited to pistols. Same ammo cap, same everything. But you may now carry 2 grenades. Blue team. Yes. You get to drop your blasters.
Wasn't me. Don't let Ross see that.
Listen in. Blue team, you now have no blaster restrictions at all. This includes your pistols. You can load your mags up to full capacity. from this point forward, but you do not get any grenades. Is everybody clear on the ammo restrictions for mission 2?
Yep.
You have 10 minutes. Mission 2. They're coming through the... Oh yeah, you want to get your...
Sorry.
Tell me. Mission 2. They're coming through the Goram walls. So, that last training exercise wasn't quite an exercise as we intended, because the ship's computer assigned the teams randomly, or well, based on your crew site profiles, and coincidentally got all of the androids on the blue team and all the humans on the red team. Now, you know, the Equality Act of 2046 is, you know, a thing, except for the fact that, see that asteroid that we picked up? It's not an asteroid. It contained an escape pod that contains a cybernetic organism that we've never even seen before, and some kind of virus has infected the android crew members. Blue team have now actually mutinied, you see. And the ship's lost most of its security officers trying to keep you away from the sensitive areas of the ship. Blue team, who now have no blaster restrictions, have taken control of the ship's armory. Humans, the red team, need to get it back. You've found a small arms locker which contained a box of grenades, but that's about the only advantage you guys have, as you're limited to the pistols you're carrying. Androids have got all the big guns. The humans, you're going to be pushing your way through the ship's corridors. You're going to take a route that takes you past the maintenance hatches. As you go, you're going to lock them shut to prevent the androids from coming back in behind you via the maintenance tubes. You will have noticed in the arena there are foam tiles on the floor, numbered 1 through 9. These are the access hatches. Androids can access the ship's corridors through the open hatches. Once the humans enter, you can go through any of the hatches. When they close hatch 1, androids can only come back in at points 2 through 9. Close hatch 2, you can come in at points 3 through 9, so on and so forth. Once hatch 9 is closed, red team will progress to the armory and drive you out. This game mode is called pushback. Red team, you need to force your way up through the arena, flipping points as you go to represent closing maintenance hatches. Blue team, defenders, you have 9 lives total. You can spawn from any unflipped point and the red sofa room. You may not spawn from the same point more than once in a go, except the red sofa room. Attackers, you have unlimited lives. You can respawn from any flipped point, so red side up, and the satellite dish. This game counts down. You have 10 minutes, or until red team reaches the sofa room and has pinned blue team, and the fastest time will win, because the next mission will be reversed. Does anybody have any questions? Yes?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Any other questions?
So that everyone heard the question was, do the points have to be flipped in numerical order? And the answer is yes.
Red team, are you ready?
Yes!
Blue team, are you ready?
Beep boof, you tin cans! Come and get us!
Go. Right.
Alright?
Yeah, good. I think I'll get Angel point blank range with a grenade. No, actually, I didn't hit him. Like, it's like right at his feet, like there's nothing left of him.
Where's point 2? Where's the next point?
Here!
On there. Right.
What's that number? 4. 4 is flipped! 4 is flipped!
Oh, holy yeah! I don't like that guy. I'm gonna Are there still living cyborgs? Are you alive?
Very dead.
Oh, good. Right, so the rest of you we can spawn.
Yeah, 5 just round here. Cheers, mate.
Goddamn purchase.
5 is split.
5 is flipped!
There's one on that corner. Hang on.
Respawn 1, 2, 3. You were here.
What are we up to?
Yeah. 5 is flipped.
Oh, that's fine, come here.
Is Mum walking? Okay.
No idea.
We're looking for 6.
We're looking for
I know where
6.
6 is. I know where 6 is.
Okay, take me.
That's my hiding spot. No, not this one.
Left hand side?
Yes.
Right.
This one.
Respawn 1, 2, 3.
Got it?
Say again?
Not on, is it?
There you go. Already very, very dead.
Where'd it go?
Excellent. Lock there you go.
7! Done! Seven is done! Respawn, that's fine. Well done.
we trying to get to?
That was intense. That was really
We're going into mission 2. We're going into mission 2, part 2. Attacking team, you're now defending. As you have gained access to the armory, you have now unlocked access to all of your other blasters. But you cannot reload your grenades. Defending team, you are now attacking. So, everybody clear? Everyone has all their blasters. Defending team has whatever, red team has whatever grenades they have kept from last round, but nobody else has grenades. But everybody's got all the blasters. You kill?
No, because I've used my 2, so it's not fair for me to get another 2 of them. Because
you could share ammo.
yeah, Joker. Just on that note, can we share grenades then?
Yes, you can absolutely.
Okay, if you don't want them, I'll have. Sure.
Because I had 2 that I've not used because I was caught up.
So,
Take one from there.
everybody has access to all their kit. We are behind time. You have 5 minutes to load up your kit. Time starts now. Okay. Mission 2, part 2. We've got a job to do. Androids. Humans have managed to push you out of the armory and gain access to upgrade all their weapons. And they manage this through judicious application of grenades. So you now need to find your way to the ship through to the ship's magazine, where the explosives are stored. Humans. The androids have decided that grenades are big and clever. You need to prevent them from gaining access to them by stalling them until security can get the rest of them from the ship's magazine. Hold the access hatches and use the other hatches to get around. This is pushback again. But red team, who are now defending, yep, making sure I got this the right way around. Red team, who are now defending, need to beat blue team's time. So red team now has 9 lives, blue team have infinite lives. The time to beat is 7 minutes 15.
So beat means we last longer.
Yes. Yep. If you are defending, you now have to last longer than 7:15.
Any other questions?
No.
Don't think I've ever lost.
All right, red team on me, let's go.
We split up then, yes?
Yeah.
It's just basically don't shoot them constantly.
Move up. Hold the position. Ah. Well done. Well done. There was a guy across there last time. Right. In here. Well, that's Spectre then. Ah, you got me! Well done. Dead man walking.
2 inch left.
Dead man walking. They've got 2.
Alright, cool, thank you.
Well, freeze away.
Is there not meant to be some way that we can count the waves, or we just count them ourselves?
Count themselves.
Well, that's me.
I can't spawn from that.
Ah, you got me.
Sorry.
No worries, bud.
I was tracking him. That's what I was tracking.
It's fine. It's flat 9 instead of 6.
Everybody back to the loading bay!
That is thanks for feedback. Next one. Everybody back to the loading bay, please. So, blue team, you did not get back to the armory, did you? No. So, you may not use grenades for this mission. Humans can reload back up to 2. Next mission brief is in 5 minutes. The clock is ticking. Right. Mission 3. Rebuild the core. Control of the ship is still being fought over. And the main computer core has been taken offline by the security protocols in reaction to the virus released by the escape pod. Humans, you need to bring the computer back online, because otherwise the ship's life support will run out shortly if you don't. Androids don't need to breathe, oxygen is kind of necessary. Androids, your cyber savior is currently still trapped in the escape pod, and in order to continue the defrost process, the computer needs to be back online. So as part of the security protocol, there are a number of isolinear rods scattered throughout the ship. To bring the computer back online, you need to acquire as many of these as possible to reboot the core. Some of these rods contain human command codes. Some of them have been corrupted by the cyber virus. It is in your interest to acquire the rods that serve your agenda. This game is recovery. There are 40 glow sticks scattered throughout the arena. Willing to bet that he'll come out there and go, hello. There are 20 green, there are 10 red, there are 10 blue. You may touch any that are green and the colour of your armband. You may not touch, move, kick, hide, do interpretive dance on, anything else I've missed, of any glow sticks that are the colour of the opposing team. Green glow sticks are worth 1 point. Glow sticks of your own colour are worth 5. If an opposite coloured glow stick is in your bucket, it counts as -10. This game will last 10 minutes. The winner of the game is the team with the most points. Your bucket is not necessarily at your spawn. Does anybody have any questions?
Right. Bucket is there.
Okay, good. Cool. Good thing I thought to look, huh? How long would we have played?
Go, move, go.
Yeah.
One.
Oh, sorry. Shit.
Bucket, where? Move.
Take it.
Go.
There's a green.
Cover. Right. Right. Sans, this way. All the blues are over here. Yeah, but we want to stop them from getting blue.
Right. Where do I go to respawn again?
Double down.
All the way to the back. Okay.
Malfunction.
I got somebody, but they got me at the same time.
Right. Ah, you got me. Dead man, dead man. Dead man walking.
There's still a lot of blues over that way.
Yep. Ow! Oh.
You alright?
Yep, I'm good. Nice one.
Dead man walking. Dead man walking. Dead man walking.
Oh. What?
Dead man walking. Dead man walking. Dead man walking. Respawn.
quite rough on each other.
No worries, bud. Did I actually catch it in the head though?
Yeah.
That was dead man walking anyway, but well done.
45 seconds. 40. 35. 30.
Oh, hit!
Thank you and good night.
Oh, that was good. Oh, sorry, bud.
I like that he just wrote it out 106. That looks very cool.
You came up and then just jammed you like, oh no, this is not me.
Then they win.
That was good.
And I went to shop and I was like, yeah, significant.
A lot. What is it? It's
51 please, 39! Blue team win!
nicely done.
Nice.
I can't see the
51 please, 39! Blue team wins!
5 dots.
Too close to the face. That's amazing.
Okay, everybody, listen in. Blue team, you won that by a country mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright, that will be in.
For the next game, which is the final mission, everybody has access to all of their blasters. Everybody has 4 grenades. You have 10 minutes to reload, rearm, and dart sweep and shell sweep. We now have a few special rules. As you've seen, we've taken away all of your team armbands. This is because there is now a special enemy in the arena, the cyber controller. It cannot be hurt by normal ammunition. Mega darts, ultra, and grenades will stun it for 5 seconds, during which time it will freeze in place. Demolisher rockets and Mega XL will stun it for 10 seconds, after which it has 30 seconds of immunity to all damage. It will take a number of Demolisher or Mega XL rounds to permanently kill the cyber controller. There are Mega Blasters and rocket launchers scattered around the arena, along with ammunition for all of them. They will either be above the ground, for example sitting on a barrel, or placed atop one of the points from pushback, so that you know it's not used. You cannot scavenge high caliber ammunition from the floor. If the cyber controller tags you, you must freeze in place. You may continue to fire your blaster and otherwise act normal, but you cannot move. If the cyber controller tags you with their hand, you become a cyber zombie. Cyber zombies join forces with the cyber controller. They may not use blasters or any other tagging method except their hands. If you're tagged by a regular dart or stunned by a grenade, you freeze in place for 5 seconds. But unlike infection at start, you do not have any immunity afterwards. If a cyber zombie touches you, you must freeze in place in the same manner as if you had been shot by the cyber controller. Any humans or androids who have been frozen but not grabbed by the cyber controller may be released by the state by having another live human tag them with an open palm and the words, "Get back in the fight." This game will last 10 minutes or until none of us are left alive. Everybody to the loading bay, please.
This is me doing 2. I've done this in 2.
Right, everyone. This is the final mission. Enemy mine. Congratulations, androids. You gained control of the ship's computers. You've released the cyber savior from its escape pod. I'm not the cyber savior, by the way. But you've made the ship's executive officer pick up a weapon. Do you have any idea how rubbish you are at stopping annihilating life forms escaping a pod? But your cyber savior is not here to save you. Now that the cyber controller has been released, all of the nanotech that's infecting the androids and causing them to mutiny have returned to their host. The cyber controller, if left to its own devices, could wipe out all non-synthetic life in the galaxy and reduce all synthetic life in the galaxy to its slaves, as you all were about 10 minutes ago. Everyone, it's time to fight back. Humans, your android shipmates have finally come to their senses. Alongside them, you now need to acquire the heavy weapons and ammunition from throughout the ship and deploy them against the cyber controller. Based on our very brief intelligence before all the sensors went down, it will take more than one heavy weapon shot to kill it. Possibly 3, maybe even 5. Standard ammunition. Mike, standard ammunition. Won't hurt it. High caliber rounds. May slow it down, but whatever you do,
can I do this with 2? No, I need both.
Look out for the weapons caches, guys.
What the heck's happened?
Oh my god! I don't like this. Oh my god.
He's been tagged! Right! Stun with a rocket! He's across there! He's counting!
I can't figure out how you use this damn thing.
Pump it up.
Yeah, it's just one pump.
He's there!
Oh, found it!
Move! Move! He's a man!
Let that stuff go do your thing! Can we follow him again? Oh, he's in
Back up!
Move, move, move.
Yes, you're frozen right now as well.
Huh?
You're frozen right now as well.
If you can bag, are you tagged?
Yeah. I'm not sure. So is it just back normal, just hand tags now? Is it?
Aye.
Right. Okay.
done, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't realise.
Fine, no worries. Right, okay, he's over there. Voice was over there last time, okay? What?
He's immune at the minute.
Right, okay.
How is it even with?
If you're tagged and you have to stand still, one of your team can tag you back in.
Right.
I don't know who's all zombie.
Keep an eye out for them. Shh, listen.
He's up top.
Can we tag you back in?
Sorry?
Can we tag you back in?
Someone's got I'm sure. Oh, do you have to tell me on phone? The cat's down. I'll go back there then.
One there, watch. I've got one rocket spare.
That's a proton now, no effect.
Right. Shit me.
Shooting grenades.
No, I've got grenades. I'm down to one rocket. We've hit them twice. We've hit them twice, okay?
Does anyone have a rocket launcher? Good.
I had him, but didn't realise he was immune.
So we need to get you to the target.
This is a short range accuracy. This has got nothing. Hold on. Can we take you back in? Move! Frozen. Fuck. Get in your road. Yeah. Hold him.
Wait, is he immune?
No effect, immune.
Sorry, bud.
It's alright. Would you like to run?
I can't. I'm frozen. I'm sorry, Chief.
Okay.
Om nom 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 nom. Om nom 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 nom.
Immune! 21. Immune! 22. Immune! 23.
So.
Immune! 24. Immune! 25.
Om nom 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 nom.
Bit late now.
Are you in? Are you out?
I'm out.
Okay.
But I'm not going to leave this guy around with a battery hooked up to it because.
Probably not. Om nom 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 nom. Om nom 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 nom.
No, I'm not.
Oh, we're
Tag.
zombies. Okay. Alright.
So you're tagged.
I'm zombie. Oh, I'm a human.
Are you a human or a zombie?
I'm a human.
Oh, you're now not.
I'm a human.
No, she's frozen.
Ah.
What do I do
In or out?
now? No, I didn't.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Until the cyber finds you and takes you here.
She's only anyone left.
Spectre, we have food over here!
I've got a rocket!
Food with a rocket.
Yeah, the one human with the rocket here, so yeah, be careful.
In front of it.
Well, that's the whole idea. I'm like, yes, I'm going to be the whole,
For the greater good.
for the greater good. I'm going to be the zombie shield.
Yeah.
That is the Hollywood moment where like the big bad comes in and just decimates his own troops to get to the human, and the human's like,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, he survived.
You win. Nice one.
One human,
Son of a bitch.
one human, stunned but not eaten. Right there.
Not eaten.
Yeah, that's the one. Sarah, if you're going to shoot him now. Shoot.
And next!
You literally had 3 feet to shoot at!
I don't like these.
You had 3, it was 3 feet in front of you!
Well, that was fun.
Oh my goodness.
They do not shoot fire.
No, that's kind of the point.
In fact, the way it really works is you're not.
I take great comfort in the fact that I hit you
You're
twice.
stunned that someone managed to hit you with
I don't know how many we needed to tag you out, but I hit you twice. I'm like, that's enough
You
for me.
needed 5 and you got 4. And if you had waited until I was no longer immune, your rocket would have been the 5th. Your rocket would have counted.
Yeah.
But yours didn't.
How long did you have left?
8 seconds.
I've been picking
Right.
up after you.
There was no way that you were going
That's
to.
why I was No, you could just keep running.
Because one of
was
my rockets,
Well, in which case you fucked then, aren't you?
Yeah.
one of my
Right,
rockets
so it was-
hit you, but I didn't realise you were immune.
Yeah.
Because that was my fault.
Well done, buds.
Are you alive?
Yep.
I can't help but notice you're not carrying a blaster.
He's been grenade.
He's just been dropping grenades and I thought he was a zombie.
I mean, it's not written in the rules, right? However, I'm got a technical victory, but not a moral one. You sneaky fuck.
You tagged me after the buzzer.
Yes, but you did it. But you were held in place and.
In fairness, Spectre, I think he was alive, and I noticed that Boss had been chasing him around the arena the whole time. So
I think we need to place.
so nobody can tell whether you were a human or a cyber zombie.
I will say that I improved technically, and as such, I'm going to give him the win. But we're going to change the rules for next time.
Spectre, you're going to give him the ring. Stun. I'm the head mod, I can do what I like. Right.
Thank you, everybody, for attending KFXI. I'm dead now. I've been screaming my head off. Don't worry.
Joker.
The time.
So are we
So
darts
it is 5:15. I'm going to go and ask Stuart to turn the floodlights on because Stuart has access to the floodlight switches. We are now going to go into dart sweep. So basically,
What time is it, mate?
5:15.
Then let's take 10 minutes to ditch kit and organise our shit and then do a dart sweep.
Sure.
And breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
You good? 2, 1. Alright, so here we are with Joker and Spectre from Team N7 and now November 7 Productions. This is them running their second event at the Foundry, CKB in Leeds. This is Killfactory XI. So,
Look, I was prepared and everything.
that works. That works. This is about as much preparation as I've put in. So, what's it like running your first event? What went well, and what could have gone better?
So, I have some event running background for live action roleplay, but I've never done a nerf event before. I've obviously played a whole bunch, but I think the hardest part was some stuff that you think will work great on paper doesn't necessarily work that well in real life. So one of the game modes that we're going to be playing today and that we took from that we played last time is called Recovery, and it involves grabbing little glow sticks. Now, the glow sticks that we ordered, I'm not going to lie, we kind of cheaped out on. We went for white, blue, and red, except because they were not amazing quality glow sticks, the white glow sticks and the blue glow sticks were very difficult to tell apart unless you had them right next to each other. And when you have a game mechanic that says, if you pick up the wrong colour glow stick, you get points knocked off you, that's a problem. So for this one, we've gone for a different model of glow sticks, so that there's also a physical and tangible difference between the unified colour that everyone can pick up and the ones that are team specific. And we also went with green rather than white, so that there's a very clear colour differentiation. So that's the major one. I think the other thing is that everything takes longer than you think it will.
Yeah.
Certainly, we have a very tight timetable for Killfactory events because we want to get as much done as possible in the 4-hour time slot that we have in the venue, and everything takes longer than you think.
Yeah, and it's like it's trying to get everything done that we want to do, but also we had to make a decision when we were designing the timetable for Killfactory X of everything we want to do versus everything we can do. Because one of the good things about the Killfactory events when they're run by Wolfpack, as opposed to other games that I've been to, is when you've got a 4-hour time slot, you're trying to get as many games as possible, as much fun crammed into 4 hours. Whereas Wolfpack had a little bit more of, okay, you've got 10 minutes to rest and reload and rehydrate, but you only have 10 minutes and we're going with you ready or not. Which was something that we decided to keep from Killfactories 1 through 9. As run by Wolfpack, and I think that was something that we wanted to keep, and in Killfactory X we sort of kept to, but it is learning how to control a bunch of cats.
Yeah, and cat herding is a fantastic skill for game organisers. The idea of having to because we had a couple of game organisers at Killfactory X. Mr. Crane from Team Corvus was there, and he was just like, "This is great. I don't have to do any running around. I don't have to do any organising. I can just play." I'm like, "Hey, you alright?" I'm like, yeah, it's fine. You look really frazzled. Yeah. How does he do this? Oh, don't worry about it. It's fine. But yeah, the thing from I think the best sort of thing that we kind of came away from Killfactory X is there is some stuff that you will not be able to control. The time is not going to run exactly, and that level of flexibility to be able to go. And this is the benefit of having the two of us, and obviously our third partner, Angel. To be able to be like, okay, here's where we are, we need to adjust this game on the fly and make it shorter, or we need to change this win condition, because if we don't change the win condition, we're not going to be leaving here till 7, and Stuart, the guy who owns the venue, will be like, why are you still here? So I don't think we had any serious issues at Killfactory X, mostly because we have very clearly set, one of my friends from the lab community has this mantra, which is there's no such thing as a bad event, there's only a dishonest event. In that if you market your event and set out your stall, the kind of players you get will be the kind of people that want to play that kind of game. Like in our registration form, there's a whole thing which is, this is a game with a tight timetable, limited ammo constraints, and potentially complex game modes. Do you understand? Is this a thing that you are happy to engage with? And everybody that's attending our event signs up to play that. The difference between, say, this and Terminal Infection, which I love the Terminal Infection.
Oh yeah, like Terminal Infection was one of my sort of first major events.
Yeah.
Because we had the weekly skate park games, but then you had the major event of Terminal Infection. That was a completely different ballpark.
Yeah, and David runs a fantastic event, but it's very much you're going to the mall and there's zombies and like the game mode is almost secondary to the experience. Whereas for us, we were like, wait, this is a story. This event has a story running through it. Each mission has a knock-on impact to the following one, and if that's not your jam, that's fine. Don't try and spread it on your toast. If you're, and because we have that kind of sense of, because we've been upfront about this is the kind of game that we're running, we're attracting the kind of players who want to play that kind of game, so we haven't had that issue. I think we had one comment in the first game, which was like, oh, I haven't finished reloading. I'm like, that's nice for you. Yeah, and then we went.
Hope you can listen to the brief while loading.
Yeah, multitask.
Because like we did go, you have 10 minutes, and then everyone was like, oh, I'm still reloading, or I'm still like, yeah, but that was also the first reload break, and from then it was like, you have 10 minutes, and someone was like, well, what if we need to do X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, you have 10 minutes. You can spend that doing whatever you wish.
Fire less ammunition next round, and you won't have to reload as much.
I mean, to be fair, I cheat by bringing twice as many magazines, so I don't have to reload.
One of the advantages being the game runners is we can prep our own kit ahead of time. Like, I'm sitting here with my personal dart stash of Worker Gen 2s here's my mag that's going in my weapons system, and the other 8 are in my belt that are still in there, and here's the rest of the ammo I'm using for the rest of the event. And I'm sort of, we've decided that those darts are compatible with our dart pool, and you know, it's that sort of thing. But we need to do a lot of that prep in advance because of the constraints of the venue and the fact that we don't have time to set up in the same way that players do.
But equally, we have, because we've set this out in advance, because we've said in advance, this is the nature of the game that we're running, here's the timetable, that went out in the first email, here's the timetable that we are running to, please bear this in mind when picking your loadouts, when designing what you're going to wear, when deciding on your blasters that you're going to bring, like, it makes sure that you are taking all of this into account so that they have this information in advance to prep themselves. And that way, we don't then feel guilty about saying, well, we're sorry, but you had your 10 minutes. We told you at the end of the game you had 10 minutes, we started the clock, and if you're not ready when we roll out to brief, that is unfortunately your problem. And that doesn't work for everybody. Not every game organizer runs that way, and indeed there are some games I attend and I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not being rushed. Oh, it's fine for me to sit this game out because I'm knackered or I've pushed myself too hard in the previous one. But in this kind of environment, if you do that, you can potentially have a negative impact on the following mission because your team's down a player. Yeah. So again, to come back to your original question about what pisses us off, the answer is nothing, but only because we've taken the steps to be upfront in advance that these are the things that will be a problem, and if they're going to be a problem for you, please take mitigation steps.
And don't make them a problem for us.
Yeah. And more importantly, we won't consider them our problem. A lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on ours.
Yeah, and even then, like, a lack of planning on our part, because one of the things we ran into at Killfactory X was all of our documents were in the cloud, and we were still drafting them on the way down because Killfactory X was our sort of first event. We were proofreading them because it's a 4-hour drive from Glasgow to here. So we were sort of going through them on the way down, and then realised, hang on a minute, me futzing about with my phone in the Foundry is a pain in the arse, which is why we now have all of them printed out. There's no secrets on the front page. It's our logo and the first briefing about, you know, site rules and expectations. But even then, we still had, you can see the pen marks on here, we still had a thing going down, on the way down we had an idea of like, hang on a minute, because something that came up at Killfactory X was, it was at least one player's first event and they had no idea how to play the game at all. They were coming in from first principles, which is just that way of going, oh.
Yeah, we need to take steps to bear that in mind, because we kind of assumed, because of the kind of game we're running, it was going to be a thing that only applied to experienced players. We're like, oh, this is your first time ever, you're going to have a hilarious time, and they did a really good time.
Also, remember that decibels are a exponential scale, not a linear scale, because this whistle is designed for use in football stadiums with 35,000 fans, and if you do it within 3 meters of anybody, they're going to break their eardrums. Which, given that I, as a roving ref, I might join red or blue team to balance out the numbers as time goes on, it also means if I'm starting out a game, I've taken the decision that, yes, I cannot start in a team spawn, because I will just kill everybody in the same room as me with this.
Yes. Auditory assault. I think that kind of answers the question. Like we've taken steps to mitigate the things that are generally irritating to us as game organisers, but every game organiser will have their own personal bugbears. So basically, set your stall out, be upfront about what you want to achieve, and then attract the players that you want to that you think will engage. You will attract the players that want to engage with your premise.
So, last question. It's a narrative-driven event where rewards from missions affect subsequent missions. What is the story then for anybody who's not attending, who's not read the brief? Give us the back of the book version of what the narrative event is.
See, I'm giving the briefings now, and I have to remember this from memory because I know that the initial blurb as the intro for the event isn't actually not in here.
I'm really tempted to say, no, you don't get away that easily. Come along and play and find out.
But at the same time, we have decided that Killfactory 12, when we run it, we're going to tune up.
Yes.
Because Killfactory 10 and 11 are the same event. We're just we're tuning up 11 because 10 was kind of the test, not the test run, but it was our first event, and with that expectation in mind. So we're reusing the plot from 10 in 11, which is why we gave priority to people who didn't come to 10 for tickets for 11. And we actually warned everybody at 10, 11 is probably going to be the same thing. But the general story is, it's the far future, it's the year 2333 or something like that. This is a chemical ship, or sorry, it's a Foundry ship, the Chemical Workers' Song. We're drifting through space, not adrift through space, but we're drifting through space. We've come across a asteroid which has unknown material in it. The computer is analysing it, and while we wait for the computer to churn out the instructions on what the company thinks we should do with it, we're going to run some combat drills on the lower decks.
And then bad things happen.
And then, of course, bad things happen because
it always does in that kind of movie.
Yeah, and we are being very, very shameless in that. Yes, we expect you to have watched, or not that we expect you to have watched, but if you comment on the, oh, this is just the plot from Aliens, or this,
yes, it is.
Like they did this in whatever film it was. Yes, it is a deliberate
homage.
It is a deliberate reference and homage to stuff like Aliens, Red Dwarf, Solaris, Predator, any sort of movies, which is hilarious because I've seen about one of those, which means that I get to experience all of this for the first time, and I'm also not beholden to, oh, that's the way they did it in Aliens, because it might be the way they did it in Aliens. Sure, like, lean into it.
Yeah.
Just don't call man down unless you mean it.
Not wrong with tropes. They work well and they're often good for a laugh.
Sometimes things are popular because they are good.
And
Will Smith's in it.
And that's the thing with Killfactory as well.
That doesn't necessarily mean they're good. That just means Will Smith's in it. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with Killfactory as well, is the fact that we are deliberately trying to. There are events out there, like to take an example, not entirely at random, Alien War, the nerf-based event that ran, I think it was 2010 in Glasgow's Arches, and it's like, yes, Alien War was a thing. It was a narrative experience which just so happened to have Nerf blasters in it, whereas Killfactory is primarily a Nerf game. We have stitched together a story around it, and there is a point where, is it a Nerf game? Is it a LARP? There's a point where those Venn diagrams get closer and closer together, and we're sort of doing the little bit closer than most. But at the same time, I think it's not unfair to say it's a game first.
Yes, we're not expecting people to like play a character or anything like that. And I mean the Archers, the Alien War stuff, there was no projectiles. The players, the punters had no agency in it.
Fair.
Whereas this gives people that ability to have that agency. But like anybody who has played like UK Nerf before will recognise a lot of the game modes that we use, like Flux, Recovery, Humans versus Zombies,
Countermatch.
They're all known game modes. We've just put skins over the top of them. So it's like when you play Apex Legends, or when you play Battle Royale, or when you play Halo. Capture the Flag is the same in all of those games. The game mode is the same, but the skin is different, and we've just put our survival horror space skin over the top of our Nerf game.
And I think that's one of the things, because one of the things in the Nerf community was, can we run a narrative-based event? Which, from my knowledge of the Nerf community, having only been nerfing since like late 2019, the only sort of story-driven, and I use that in the loosest sense of the word, event was Terminal Infection. Which had this sort of loose ongoing narrative of the Foam Dark Thunder zombie apocalypse response team being deployed to this one place. But one of the things was that we had in the aftermath of Killfactory 10 was some other game organisers went, hang on a minute, this is doable. And Killfactory 10 was also a, let's see if it works. Let's see if people are buying what we're selling. Which is why it's a game first, not a LARP first as well. But the whole thing is, especially with the UK Nerf War scene, I think it's not unfair to say, it's like, what we also don't want to happen is, oh, you're just ripping off Killfactory shtick if, say,
No, God no. I mean, we've been fortunate enough that our first event was Killfactory X. The Killfactories 1 through 9 were won by Wolfpack, and they were Nerf games in that venue. We took over the Killfactory name. We were gifted the Killfactory name by Wolfpack, but we didn't feel necessarily beholden to the way that they did things. But the whole, like, one of the things for me at least, the reason why we kind of stepped up to run games at this venue is because we love the venue.
Yeah.
And Wolfpack was no longer really in a position to continue running games there. So in order to continue that game venue being available to the Nerf hobby in the UK, we were like, well, sod it, if no one else is gonna, we're going to. And I think that's the best advice I can give anybody, in that it didn't take a huge amount of, like, there's a lot of goodwill in the community amongst existing game organisers. Like, we had a lot of help kind of getting our feet off the ground, and there's a lot of advice that can be gained from the community. So if it's something that you are thinking about doing, please reach out to other people in Britain and be like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, you know, what do you think? And we got a lot of good advice and a lot of kind of support in terms of, here's where you find a dart pool, here's the kind of stuff that you are going to need, here are the things that you might not think about, because, you know, we've run games for 4 years and we hit this wall every so often. And yeah, there's a wealth of knowledge there. You don't have to, we're only where we are, and we're only running as fast as we're running right now, and how sort of up and moving we are because we've had a whole bunch of leg ups from the rest of the community.
Yeah, and that's what I think the good thing about the community is because the UK is a big enough country, none of us feel like we're in direct competition with each other. And even then, game organisers.
I think we're about to get kicked out.
We're about to get kicked out, folks. All right.
Thank you.